everybody, it's your girl Planet Ty on deck. I hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, and or evening whenever you guys are seeing this. So check it out, guys. Today's Monday and it is the end of July. So that means we are dancing into one of my baby girl Penelope's favorite months in the entire year. That's right, we are dancing into August. Although I'm not sure when you guys are going to get this vlog. You guys might get this vlog when it's already fall time. Because see, I got a lot of videos that I put out. And because I only drop once a week because my videos be kind of long, yeah, you guys might get this in fall. But anyways, I'm in pursuit with Bestie. Bestie on deck. Say hey, Bestie.
Superhero in the house.
And my baby girl Penelope. You gonna say hi?
Hi.
So I am on deck with them running some errands right now. We trying to catch this beauty supply store before they close because Penelope, she wants to do magic with some hair dye and some hair. So we will see what she comes up with. She's pretty good, you guys. She's pretty talented with being able to eyeball things and kind of make them come to life in like a really good way. So I am hopeful that she's gonna turn the hairstyle that she creates, she's gonna turn it into something of great beauty. She's very talented. And also it is her birthday month, so she's gonna be making the big, you want to tell them?
17.
She's gonna she's gonna be making the big 17, you guys. She only about 4'11", but she gonna be, oh, okay, I'm sorry. She's 5 feet now. Yeah.
I'm 5'4".
You are not 5. Okay.
Yes, I am.
She's delusional. A 60-year-old delusional. No, she is about 5'1", I guess. And but she's so okay. 5'2". I you know, whatever. 5'2", whatever. You know, but she's absolutely adorable. Just absolutely adorable. I love you to pieces, Penelope. Even with you in the car, I love you everywhere. Okay, I love you here, there, everywhere. It's my baby girl, you guys. So if you're watching this vlog, her birthday probably has already passed. So if you would be so kind as to join me in the comments and spam happy birthday, Penelope, that would be awesome. What you want for your birthday? Not that you're gonna get it, but just, you know, what do you want?
I don't know. I need
Nothing? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, what did you say, baby?
I need a new phone though. That's about it.
I ain't got it. You guys hear her saying she need that new phone, right? And then this year for her birthday, you guys, she wants to have an outside gathering. I'll say an outside birthday party, but I'm gonna say gathering small because it will be more so of a small, intimate type gathering. With just a you know, few of us there, not too many people there, and where we can grill outside and, you know, do our games and her cake and her gifts that way. That's how she wants to celebrate this year, right? Yeah. So I'm looking at some venues right now, outside places or whatever, to see the best way to go ahead and pull this thing together. And if she so, you know, basically we'll be taking you guys along for the ride, and if she wants you guys to get a little piece of her beautiful smile on that day, then you guys will have a piece of her beautiful smile on that day. But that is what we are getting into. Well, that is what we are, you know, it's in the works. It's in the works. All the good mojo. Y'all line up the comments and let me know how you guys been. How you guys doing today? Oh my God, let me tell you guys about hold on, Bestie, hold this camera. Okay, if you guys can't see me good, this is Bestie, the way she's holding this camera. But let me tell you guys about this most touching story that Bestie and I we listened to. I didn't really watch it, I just listened to it today. The story's about some dude, right? He was a nurse, and he was I guess he was doing good for himself. Remember, he's like a college student, college age, because he was just a young dude, just like freshly getting started. Anyways, he was a nurse. He met this chick at this bar one time, and they had some drinks, and you know what people do sometimes, not everybody, but sometimes younger generation, you have drinks, you get comfortable, you start seeing things as if things is cool. It might not be cool the way you anticipate or think it is or whatever else, but he ended up going back to this chick's house. Oh well, but the important part of the thing is when he first met, the girl came up, she said like to him like, you know, where's your girlfriend? He's like, I ain't got no girlfriend, I'm single. And he was like, so what's, you know, where's your boyfriend? And she was like, oh, well, we just broke up recently. So I was saying that was a red flag right there. Once she just said that they recently broke up, baby, it ain't nothing for us to talk about.
Recent breakup is definitely a red flag.
Say it. Go get your healing on.
Yeah.
Go heal.
And why you in such a rush?
Because there's no rush. So in my opinion, I'm like team go heal. Okay. Oh, speaking of go heal, I would love for Betsy to share this story with you guys. Remember about that person who said the lady who came in the crutches? I don't know if you want to share that with them or not, but I think you should. That was hilarious to me, because how perceptive the dude was to call her, to know what it was. But anyways, you guys, y'all let me ride down the street with no seatbelt on. Y'all know y'all squad. Y'all supposed to be like, Ty. Somebody should have texted me by now.
I think in their defense, I did hear somebody tell you forgot something.
Oh, okay.
But you wasn't really listening.
Okay. I'm sorry about that, squad. I'm sorry about that. Y'all forgive me, okay? Because for a minute there, I thought y'all wasn't looking out for me, and that wasn't going to sit right with me. I don't know if she's holding this camera.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. But anyway, so the guy, follow this story. What did he do? So he goes to the girl's house after we already talked about the red flag, right? He goes to his house. Well, those two end up getting so wasted that night that they were passed out completely drunk. There wasn't no intimacy, wasn't no you tickle me here, I tickle you there. It wasn't none of that. It was none of that because they was too drunk, you know? So they passed out. Well, oh boy, he gets up, he goes on about his life the next day because he's thinking, hey, whatever happened, you know, if anything, I mean, no, the last thing he remembered, let me correct that. The last thing he remembered was passing out drunk. He didn't remember that was passing out drunk. A few days go by and he's minding his own business. All of a sudden, police come to his house. Boom, 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 boom. He's like, what? What's going on, police? Y'all, police came there and told him that he was under arrest. He like, under arrest? For what? I'm like, well, you guys, this is a mistake or whatever. This guy, and he's green as a blade of grass, you guys. I mean, he's just like really just...
He didn't say it was a mistake because he didn't even know what they were arresting him for. They didn't tell him.
No, yeah, they didn't tell him they was arresting him for, yeah, so he... But I guess, okay, so he was just shocked. He was just like totally shocked. Like, what? You arrested me?
You got to add this one detail. When they came to his house, keep in mind the guy was a nurse. When they came to his house, they kind of found some kind of nurse supplies. Let's say drugs that you would probably find in the pharmacy or needles or whatever. They found a pack of that and they were like, what's this? So when they came to his house, it was like, can we come in? He never said yes. They came in. And
so
then
they violated
they basically did. And then when they found that, they was like, oh, what's this? And he was like, oh, I'm a nurse. I work at, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, you're coming with us. So that was their grounds to take him to the station to begin with. However, they never had a warrant to come into his house. They never asked him if they can come into his house. They barged in, picked something up and said, you're coming with us.
And you guys, now think about this in the simplest form. If it is just that, if it's just okay like that for somebody to barge in your house based on a statement, a mere statement, okay? If it's okay for someone to barge in your house, look around and say, oh, okay, we see Tylenol in the bottle, that's it, you coming with us. What the hell?
Exactly.
What? 24
but
what?
They weren't there about the Tylenol.
I know.
So it's like,
why would they use that as probable cause to take him to the station when you were never there for the Tylenol? It wasn't really Tylenol, guys, but hypothetically. But you were never there for that anyways. So, okay, getting back into the story. The guy, he goes to the police station only to not be crazy thing about it. Just long and short, he went to the police station, found out that he was being, that he did it. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the craziest thing about it. He didn't do it. Mm-hmm. He didn't touch her. They were never intimate. They were never intimate, y'all. They was never intimate. And she also said that he drugged her.
Yeah.
Well, when toxicology came back after, you know, he was in there, you guys. The craziest thing about it is this innocent dude ended up serving almost 5 years in prison for a crime he's never done. Okay? But when the toxicology labs came back, I know because I'm getting tongue. When it came back, they said what she had in her system that she alleged she was drugged with was equivalent to the amount of somebody eating a poppy seed muffin. I could have just fell out of my damn seat. So you mean to tell me that you guys really took the percentage, because these things are based on percentages, right? You can find X amount of percentage.
This was the second go around though, not the first go around.
The first trial, he was convicted, found guilty, and they threw him in there, locked away to keep, right? But because you had some overzealous police officer and DAs who was saying, we're going to try to get you for more crime, right? We're going to try to get you more time.
They initially gave him 6 years, but they weren't happy with that.
They weren't happy with him getting only 6 years, right? So they was trying to take him back to trial or whatever else to try to allege that they had new additional evidence, and so that he can get more time. But come to find out, old boy was innocent the whole time. He didn't deserve the time he had. He served almost 5 years. Now, throughout this almost 5 years, if anybody tell you ain't nothing pretty in prison, they was 100% correct. Because ain't a damn thing pretty in prison besides the exit door. Okay? The door to exit out of. Nothing else ain't pretty. Okay? They was, you know, people, they was wearing his ass out. You had COs, you know, using him as target practice if they so choose. Now, he did meet this one dude who was, he was kind of crazy. He was crazy, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The dude kind of hemmed him up when they first had their first interaction. The dude hemmed him up, like he grabbed him through a fence and grabbed a whole hand of his nutsack and kind of threatened him, you know. What was that about? I never really got to the bottom of what that was about. Did you get to the bottom of that, poor bestie? I really don't know what that was about.
I think that was just him exerting his power.
Okay, to let him know this was his yard. This was his yard.
He runs it.
Anyways, those two ended up becoming friends. And he looked out for him like a little brother or something else like that. So when people would get on his helmet or try to come and wear his ass out, he would be like, nah, back off. And they didn't want to back off. They didn't want to back off, but they knew that if they didn't, they would have a different kind of trouble that they wasn't ready on. Because the other guy, he was seasoned. He had already been in and out of prison many, many times. It was home to him. So you have to understand, there's a difference between people in prison who are at home and other people who are just like if you go to a city and you're a tourist. It's a difference between the tourists and the locals, right?
Right.
Okay, well, the other guy, he was no tourist. He was a local, so he knew what was up. So when he was backing him up off the guy's helmet, they was backing off. Now this guy, he was so young, you guys. He was like an adorable, like 20-year-old. I don't know if he was 22-year-old maybe.
No, older than that.
Was he?
Had to be probably
23.
I think about 25.
Oh, I thought he was much younger than that. But the actor who played him, he looked younger than that to me. So I thought, you know, so yeah, I thought he was a little younger than that. But anyways, you know, just much like, and for my younger generation who hear this, you guys might feel some type of way, but just like the mouth of a babe, you know, like the little deers who when they 25 and under, I'll say, sometimes y'all talk too much. Yeah, I would say this with my heart, I'm saying this. Sometimes you guys talk too much because you tell things that don't necessarily need to be told. And I say this in a very loving way because I used to be that person who was under 25 who talked too much. I said things that I did not necessarily need to say, but because you don't have the experience to support your action, it's the bright-eyed bushy tail. You know, you're just talking. You're just being free, and it's nothing wrong with just being free, but you got to realize when dangerous situations are around you, you know, whatever else, sometimes you got to put your lips on this. But you don't realize that if you don't have no experience to support it. Y'all feel what I'm saying?
Right.
If you don't have the experience to support it, yeah, you just talking freely. So he was putting himself in hella dangerous ass situations because he was just being this bright-eyed bushy-tailed kid. He was just very optimistic, like, oh, you know, he listened to the guy who got him a lawyer who said, oh, this will all blow over. You'll be out in a couple weeks. A couple weeks. Well, the next time he talked to that guy with the movie show, it was 2 years later. And he was like, the guy was like, hey, how you holding up? He was like, yeah, I thought it was going to be a couple weeks. He was like, well, you know, these things take time. And I'm like, well, see, you shouldn't have ever played that game with him because I would have been enraged. And that guy, he probably was enraged, but
what was he going to do?
What was he going to do about it?
What was his recourse?
Could he fight his way out of the cell?
Right.
You know, could he? No, because if that could have been done, trust me, it would have been done time and time again by other inmates, okay? So that obviously wasn't no option. Okay? But long and short, after serving about 5 years, baby boy got out. He did get out of prison. And he went on he got married, he had children and stuff like that. But the part of the story that really pissed me off, what they say, you guys remember that? You guys remember, maybe you don't remember Penelope, but you remember that saying, or the movie, What's Eating Gilbert's Grape or something? You guys remember that saying? Okay, but what was eating my grape with that movie? I didn't feel like he ever got justice.
He didn't.
He later went and sued the woman who lied on him.
No, he sued the court and he lost.
Yeah,
and
you guys, I believe this
them
also happened in London too.
It was.
Yeah, he sued them for the time that he spent in prison falsely,
and they didn't give him
a dime.
Yep.
Not one dime. Now keep in mind you guys, he lost his career, he lost his apartment, he lost everything. He lost everything he had, everything. And this was
his
all
reputation,
based on,
his credibility. He lost everything.
He lost all this stuff, and this was all based on old girl's lie. The part that just makes me so salty by this, I'm like, you know what? She shouldn't be able to get away with that shit.
I agree.
That is absolutely
She
unfair.
ultimately did, because she only served like a month in jail or something.
Who did?
The lady.
She served a month in jail?
Only like a month in jail.
For her lie?
Yeah.
That was it?
He served 5 years. She served a month. Where's the justice in that?
That's hella messed up, because I didn't even think she served that. I didn't even think
it's not
she
even
served
worth
that.
mentioning, because
And
that's laughable.
No, it's a big joke. But I personally feel like the sentence they gave him should have been hers.
I agree.
They should have
He
gave it to
served
her.
5 years for a crime he didn't commit. She should have to serve double that for a crime she did commit.
I just don't agree with this, you guys. I do not agree with this. You know, whatever. You know, if it was up to me to make the laws, baby, woo, them laws, ooh, they would be different. Because I would have the people who be doing these damn lies on people like this and causing trauma to their family and their life and everything else like this. You gonna go do the time that they was gonna do, or that they did. You gonna do that. That's what we gonna consider fair, right? That's what you finna do, so that people get it in their head that you guys got to stop doing that, right? Yeah, I'm just now pulling up to the beauty supply store. I hope they still open. And Penelope, you got your money with you, Pooh?
Yeah, I got my card.
Yeah, because she also got a special trick that she does, you guys. I forgotten my wallet. I forgot it, my card, Mom. Oops. Yeah, we ain't got no time for none of that. Oops, and I forgotten this or forgotten that. Because if she forgot it today, I'm gonna turn around and drive right back to the house. Even though I ain't for real, but you guys, but yeah, that was my trauma story that Bestie and I listened to today. True crime. Some of the true crime that I be hearing, I think about sharing it with you guys, but I don't always feel like putting together all the details, you guys, because when I do put together the details, I like to be thorough. I like to go back when, I want to know everything. I want to know everything. When it started, how it started, who all the key players was, and all of that stuff. That's the reason I don't be sharing it all the time. Y'all look at the place right here today, guys. This is a now open, what kind of food is that? Is that American food? Because that's nachos.
No, it's not American food. They have like,
It's like concession stand.
boba.
Oh, concession stand food, okay.
Concession stand food.
Okay, come on, y'all. Come on. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go into this beauty supply store. Well, I don't even need to go. She can go in by herself. Yes, you can go in by yourself. Oh, girl. It's your hair, your dog. Y'all, I'm getting out of here. I don't know if I'll be back later on or maybe another day. But you guys write the comments and let me know your thoughts. Let me know, what did you guys think about this injustice of a movie? But that's what it was. Write up the comments and let me know your thoughts. Okay, y'all, I'll be right back. About to. All right, you guys, we are finished. And I forgot, where did we just come from? We just came from, I forgot. But anyways, oh shit, I just lost my sounder, y'all. Hold on. Damn near fell. Look at this little stoop that I'm stepping on top of. So I parked back here. But anyways, my baby girl Penelope wanted to get herself some of this crispy crunchy chicken. So the only place they have it near us is at this gas station. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna get some right here right quick. And then we're gonna go ahead and I think and I gotta go to Walgreens after this, so we'll get this and go ahead, tell them which one. We'll get this and I'm gonna head to Walgreens because she was talking about this potato wedges. She really likes potato wedges, but I don't care if potato wedges. Is a Walgreens that we're about to go to after this. I gotta grab some stuff from there and then we should be done. So current status, in the gas station, getting crispy crunchy chicken. That's my current status. But look, this is the thing. I think that she ordered too much meat in my opinion. Why? Because I don't see her eating it. I know she's not, so I try to tell her. So what? Dipping sauces? What kind of dipping sauces you want? Can I get
ranch and sweet barbecue?
ranch and sweet barbecue?
Ranch and sweet barbecue.
Yeah. All right, so thank you. You put the dipping sauces inside already? Oh, okay. All right, thank you. You want to get your phone? All right, you guys. So that was pretty quick because it's just a little thing where they just put it in the container for you. There you go, baby. Go ahead. Yeah.
I didn't know the tenders were gonna be that big.
That's what I was trying to tell you. I said, are you sure you want? That's why I'm like that. Girl, well, you'll be having tenders for days. Better see if Sharon want to eat some with you. Be careful. What? Oh, I didn't see it. Why didn't you tell me? Oh my gosh, she was by a Spidey. If I would have seen a Spidey, it's no way in the world I'd have been by that Spidey. Boom. But y'all, she done grabbed these chicken tenders and potato wedges. I was trying to tell her I think it's too much. Like she got too much. Where the keys at?
They loaded the tenders up so much.
Do they?
They're huge.
Well, she said I was trying to tell her, and she was like, the 8-piece, and I was like looking at her like, I don't think you're gonna eat all that, but okay.
Look, this is one of them.
Look, show the thing. They got that fat ass chicken tender. Even though crispy crunchy chicken,
they come with biscuits?
Is good. No, they serve all their stuff a la carte.
Oh, they don't?
A la carte.
I thought it came with biscuits automatically.
No, what's it?
No. Enjoy your
Not unless you order like a 3-piece and they come with a biscuit.
I didn't even realize they had tenders.
They're really good.
I always had a chicken on the bone.
All right, you guys. So while she getting her munch on these tenders and these big ass potato wedges, I'm about to go into Walgreens with Bestie because now I got nobody to go in with me because
I'm coming in.
my baby girl Penelope's eating 10 pounds of chicken.
Girl, I just took a bite. I'm coming in with you.
Again, she's eating 10 pounds of chicken. So I'm right here. I told you guys it's like literally around the corner. Let me see my purse because I think she might have used all her funds now.
Not yet.
No, not yet. You crazy. Give me that little purse because I know I have a little bit of... Do you have my little purse? No, it's right here. Okay, so hold the camera and take over for a few minutes.
Okay, so she's getting her purse. I might look a mess, but she's getting her purse and we're finna go in Walgreens right now. See, I mean, it's nothing really TC right now, but yeah. There she is in the back. Which one is open? Look, they have everything locked up. I was telling my friend that I wanted to go to Walgreens.
So earlier, y'all don't tell my baby girl Penelope, don't start snitching or nothing. But by the time you guys get this video, the event would have already passed. You guys probably would already have seen the footage. But anyway, so today, Bestie and I, we were supposed to be going to Safeway. But then all of a sudden, Penelope says she wanted to go to Safeway because she wanted to get their deli sandwiches. Now, you guys remember in the earlier clip when I ended up going to Crispy Crunchy Chicken? It's because she changed her mind. And she's like, oh no, I just want to go there and I want to get some potato wedges or whatever else. So I'm like, okay. But that threw off my little plan because I was actually going to go get, what do you call that? Schedule her, do you say schedule, arrange, or whatever, her birthday cake. So it's her birthday is actually not until the end of August, but I'm going to celebrate it early because she goes back to school the week of the 15th, the week of the 14th, 15th, something like that. So I wanted to make sure that I was able to do something for her birthday before she had to go back to school. So anyways, I was supposed to be going in there to get her cake, but when she wanted to go, it's like, oh damn, I can't go in there and say, oh yeah, I like to schedule a cake now because it's for her birthday. So anyways, that's how tricky them kids be or whatever else. So yeah, I just thought I would share that piece of tea with you guys. Look at Costco, you guys. This is Costco, the business center. This is one of them. I like the other one. This is a nice one, but I like the bakery department better of the one that's the warehouse. Well, they're both warehouses, but I feel like the other one that I go to is way bigger and offers a lot more. So yeah, who's texting me? It's probably my baby girl. It's Penelope. This is Penelope texting me. Okay, but anyways, so that's what I want to talk to you guys about. No, what was I going to talk to them about? Bestie, did you have something to say? You guys, this is my current status. Let me tell you guys something. My stomach is, current status of my stomach, it is boiling. There is nothing that I can do about it, but allow it to boil and pray for peace. You guys, anyways, you guys, you know what I think about sometimes is, you know, we see people all around the world going through all walks of life, and we look at them and we may have, like, you know, these predetermined thoughts about these people, about how they living, what their experience is, what they're going through. But the fact of the matter is, you never know what somebody else is going through. Like, seriously, internally, people could be fighting their own kind of emotional battles. You know, they could be having the worst time ever in their head, but their outer appearance appears so, you know, clean and so serene that everybody thinks that they're just having this magical experience. But the reality is, they could be crying every morning, every night. You know what I mean? They could be in physical pain all the fucking time, or for a big quarter day, and people just would not know that, you know? So it's like when we interact with people, the best way for us to do is to really try to lead with love, you know, and then show grace and mercy, right? Now, that is not, I understand that is not something that's always easy to do. It ain't always easy to lead with love, especially when you don't feel like you're giving love. It's not always easy for you to lead with grace and mercy, especially when people not necessarily showing you grace or mercy. You see what I'm saying? But that's those times that we get those challenging parts of life, I guess, that we just all have to deal with at some point, you know? At some point. Because I could think about this, I don't know what made me do, well, I guess just because we talking, I'm a really random person. One day I was at work, I had went to work, and this was many moons ago. I had got into a really vicious argument with the guy who I was with at the time, right before I walked in the door. Now, we had said some foul, ugly, you know, you are this, you are that type of things to one another, you know, right before I walked in the door. And I was fireball mad, you know. Now, this guy, he wasn't necessarily, you know, he wasn't no 9-to-5 person like I was, I'll say that, okay? And so when he left to the streets. When I left, I had to go deal with the public in a different way because my expectations and requirements were different. But my head was so messed up after just having this vicious argument that I was not ready to deal with anybody. I didn't want to interact with anyone in any way. Anyways, it was this one dude. I remember he worked up on my floor. He worked in the sales department. Don't remember the guy's name or anything else like that, but only thing I do remember is that he paid me kindness. I walked through the door. He held the door open for me or whatever else, and he was like, "Good morning." And I mumbled begrudgingly because I was still in my feelings. You know, it had nothing to do with him. It's just anger is anger. Right, you know. And he was like, he said something. I think he said, I don't know if he said you deserve more, or he just said something. You're worth more. It's gonna get better. You know. So whatever he said, it was just a really kind gesture. And it's like in that moment, it took me out of my anger, because for whatever reason, and this guy being a stranger, I just felt like he saw me like as a person. You know what I mean? Not like he just knew me and could read me like a book or anything, but I do feel like at that moment he kind of like just saw me as a person. Like this is just a woman, and obviously she's in some kind of state of distress here. See what I'm saying? And fireball, man. But he saw this is the very embarrassing part. He saw the altercation.
Oh God, how embarrassing!
So he saw, you see somebody walking up on somebody, talking aggressively and hoovering over their head and all that other stuff. He saw it all. So it's already really embarrassing, you know what I mean? That it's like, why do it seem, and this is another note, why it seem like broke ass motherfuckers could always come to your job?
Oh yeah.
Or they really know how to find a way to humiliate you where you make your money. Have you ever noticed that? They
have nothing better to do.
Why do it seem like people who broke is a joke and a joke ain't funny?
They have nothing better to do, I'm telling you.
AKA
it's
street
no constellation
people.
to them, because they're not worried about losing their job because they don't have one.
Right.
More than likely, so they're not worried about it.
You guys, when I tell you guys this story, I tell you guys this just as a part of my transparency, a part of who I am. But this story when I, it was many moons ago when I was a younger woman, okay? So I've had some experiences that have not been pleasant, you know what I mean? But it's to be expected. It's a part of the growing experience. But at the same time, let me tell you guys, talking about embarrassing. Okay, talking about embarrassing, because just imagine you're a little old manager at the job, whatnot. So people in there are the people that you interact with from different departments or whatnot. They have a certain level of respect for you, right? So if they see the manager outside getting total fuck up with words by some strange man, it's not a good look. Very pleasant.
Not a good look, no.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not very pleasant or whatever. But in that moment, like I said, it's not like he was, he could read me for a book. Oh, no, I'm not saying it with that dramatic tonality, but I am saying it just like as a person, as a human being. It felt like, okay, he saw me, he was like, you work more, you could do better, or you're going to do better, whatever he said. I think he said it's going to get better. You work more, it's going to get better. And, in that moment, he gave me enough, I don't know what it was, but it was just pretty much, in that moment, I want to say it was probably like enough gumption for me to just suck it up, buttercup, to just kind of suck up whatever my feelings were, because I was still growling on the inside. I was so angry with what had just happened between me and old boy. So I sucked it up, and then by the time I walked to the building, I was so angry. You know how you laugh instead of crying? You guys ever done that? Y'all light up the comments and let me know if you ever done that. You ever been so mad that you start laughing instead of crying? So one of the first people I saw was my supervisor when I got in. Keep in mind, I was a manager, but the first person I saw was my supervisor. They said, "Hey, Ty, how you doing?" And I'm telling you, I had so much. They have no idea how much I had welled up in me. They was like, whatever she said, she made like a joke or whatever. Some kind of a joke. It was a really corny joke. It wasn't funny, but it was just, it was just like, okay. And I was so angry that I was like, I still wasn't quite finished with my feelings, But anyways, I remember I just started laughing because you feel your eyes kind of getting watery. You're still so mad, It's like she had no idea what I was thinking or what I was going. She had no idea what I'd been through, or whatever else. Anyways, I just started laughing or whatever else, and she took it as if she thought she was real funny, so she kept going. But I was thinking,
Dear
damn,
God,
I'm gonna have to get out of here, because I was already being polite nice. Now I'm gonna have to be fake polite nice in a second, because I'm like, dang, I'm just not in the mood for this. But anyways, the moral of the story is that you just never know what somebody's going through. So it's like being quick to judge them, being quick to judge them harshly, or to not consider them. It's just like, can not consider the fact that they could be human being and everything else like that. It's just something else. Anyways, here go my baby girl Simba. She just getting here, so I guess I'm gonna leave this story right here. Let her get up in the car or whatever. But y'all light up the comments and let me know your thoughts. You guys got any stories like that where people just didn't know where you was? Hi, Simba.
Y'all saw me waving at you, right? No.
No.
Why are you waving at? When I was standing over there, I was trying to wave at y'all to let you know I saw y'all.
Oh, I didn't see you.
Well, hey.
And she's here. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, guys, and on that note, I'm about to put your seatbelt on. On that note, I'm about to dig up and do it now.
Yes, ma'am.
See? So on that note, kids, okay, I'm about to boogie up out of here, but y'all light up the comments to let me know your thoughts, and you know, hey, drop your testimony in the comments. I love to read it. All right, y'all, on that note, I'll BRB.